Hello, crafty friends. It is Alicia, but as always, you can call me Crafty Al. Today's live stream will look a little bit different. We are only going to do overhead. So welcome to everyone. If you are here with us in the live chat, please make sure to say hi. And if you are here on replay, say hi as well down in that comment section below. So today's stream is special. My bestie Danni is here with us, and we are going to get crafty with our stash. If you would like to be inspired to use your stash more, put stash in all caps over in that chat. But if my guest or if my co-host is ready, I think we will go ahead and bring her on and let her introduce herself. Please give a round of applause to Danni. Welcome, friend.
Hello. So happy to be here.
I am excited to have you. So, why don't you give us a brief rundown of why we're here today and what you're doing in your Facebook group? And we'll talk more about it later, but
So, for those that don't know, for at the beginning of the year, I started a Use Your Stash, not really a challenge, kind of like a movement, I guess, because we buy all this stuff and it just sits there, or at least for me, and I wanted to use it. So, at the beginning of every month, I'm going to give like 4 or 5 prompts or themes to help you kind of focus on those to help you use your stash. So,
I love it because I know we all buy all this stuff and we're like, oh, I'm going to do this and this and this. And you know what? I have stuff I bought 3 years ago I haven't opened. So I'm excited about this. I hope to play along with you each month as you give out the prompts. If you are already in Danni's Facebook group, put Danni in all caps in the chat. If you're not, down in the description box below, I have a link not only to Danni's YouTube channel, because we definitely want you to follow her here on YouTube, but also to the Facebook group. Now, Danni, what do they have to do to join?
I thought I was going to say, make sure, because there will be some membership questions, and also you have to agree to the group rules. And it should pop up when you go there to say you want to join. Otherwise, I decline them. I do tell you you can try again, but I do need you to answer those questions and agree to the group rules.
Fantastic. It looks like you already have quite a few group members here in the chat. Love to
Yes.
see it. So I want to just take a minute here to tell about a couple videos that I would like you to watch, and then I'm going to let Danni tell us kind of what she'll be doing today. So I have out some cards here in front of me to remind you, but over the weekend I did a subscriber requested card set. I don't think I've seen Helga in the chat yet, but Creabea from the Netherlands wanted me to use one of my new dies from Gummy Pan in a different way. So I made this. Hope you'll check it out. And then today, it is the Oh So Inspired collaboration hop. And this year we're doing something a little new where we're going to be inspired by each of the team members. And this month for January, it's actually Danni. So she inspired me to she inspired me to buy this cool die set from Scrappy Boy Stamps. It looks like a little envelope, but it also folds flat. So I hope that you'll check out my video to see how I made these, and then you need to hop around to everybody else to see how they were inspired by Danni. And Danni will be inspired by herself. So make sure to check that out on my main channel. And I thought of something else. Oh, if you have already watched some of the Oh So Inspired videos, put OSI over in the live chat. But while I get my desktop cleared off, I'm going to let Danni talk about what she is using today.
Okay. Well, I'm not using this, but I created this last night and I thought it was so cute. I'm more than slightly obsessed with Jaded Blossom and their gnome dies and other dies lately. So I had to create a little gift card slider. It slides out and stuff. And I just thought it was adorable. So I just wanted to share it. So anyways, I had done a poll in my group whether everyone wanted to see me put together a Jaded Blossom gnome or they wanted me to color. And it was 43% to use dies and 57% to color a gnome. So I am going to color a gnome, and I guess I should back up. For my prompts for January, they were gnomes, 12 by 12 paper, hearts, embossing folders, and border dies or punches. So that's kind of what I pulled out. This is a really rare thing for me. Normally I have everything ready to go, but today I don't. I just kind of pulled out things I thought I would use. So bear with me if it doesn't really kind of go exactly like I think it will. I know when Alicia gets back from clearing her desk or whatever, I couldn't make up my mind of what I wanted to use. So I did pull out 3 different stamp sets. And I was going to ask her to make a poll. So there's this Trinity Stamps, my one and only stamp set. Hopefully I got the glare where it's not showing. Has some sweet little gnomes, kind of for Valentine's Day or like love. I pulled out this one, which I do believe is retired. I couldn't find it on the site. CC Designs. This is Gnome Friends. They're a little bit bigger, and I don't have dies for those. And then there's this one from CC Designs that is Cutie Nomi. And I had to say, I did give Crafty Al a link to the CC Designs clearance section because this stamp set right now is only $3. And there's other stamp sets in there that are like marked down 75 to 80% off. So you might want to take a look. Not that I'm encouraging you to buy, but when it's that cheap. So those are the 3 that I wanted to choose from.
Fantastic. Well, I did. Oh, hold up. I got to get back over here. I did start the poll. So from left to right, it will be on Danny's screen. It will be Trinity Stamps. Oh, goodness. CC Designs 1 is the one in the middle, and then CC Designs Cutie Nomi is the one on the right. So you can go ahead and vote. I'll give you about a minute to get that vote in. And while you're doing that, I had a couple questions pop up. Let me see if I can find them. First of all, Marcia wants to know, is there a fee to join? Marcia, I'm going to guess that you mean a fee to join Danny's Facebook group. And no, Facebook groups are free. And she also had a question, first time here, what is OSI? So OSI is Oh So Inspired, and it is a collaboration I host where we take creations from other artists and we're inspired to create something new just to show how we can all be inspired by each other. And I did have a poll going at the beginning. Are you crafting along today? And 63% of you said, nope, just hanging out. 27% said, yes, you're crafting with your stash, and 8% of you are crafting with some new goodies. Stamper Girl Danny said that she ordered the Cutie Nomis today.
Ooh.
All right. The timer has ended, so let's go ahead and see with the poll what Danny will be using. All right. Danny, 50% of our audience would like you to use the Trinity stamp set. So,
perfect.
Awesome. Okay, while she's kind of getting that ready, I will show you what I'm going to use. So I'm not getting all 5 prompts in, but I did get 3 of them. And all of my stuff is from my stash so old you probably can't find it anymore, but that's the point of this. So I'll be using gnomes. So I got out this Not Too Shabby all ears set, and I'll let's see, border dies or punches. I got out this grass die, and I don't know if she's here, but this Teresa, who is Fresh and Renewed with Teresa, actually sent this to me probably a couple years ago when I was doing a video and I'm like, I don't have any grass dies. And so she sent that to me. So now I'll have grass. And for my 12 by 12 paper, I am using the ink and splatter pad from Recollections, and it's got like different pastel kind of ombre, but then there's also some silver foiling. Oh, and you guys, I am going to attempt to color today, but I'm definitely going to let you watch Danny color because you know me, I just do really simple coloring.
Oh, you're too hard on yourself. And these images are so small that I'll probably be doing some pretty simple coloring myself. So.
And see, I love small, simple images when I do color.
All right. I think I'm going to use this cute little girl gnome.
I pre-stamped and cut my images, and I'm like, oh, I want something to hold them down. And I'm using a waffle flower mat for the first time. I could barely get that cover off there.
Oh, jeez. Like I said, I feel out of my element because I normally have everything ready to go, but we're going to fly with it.
And look at me today, Danni, with I have everything ready to go.
It's like we switched.
Right? And I got out my colors the other day, and now I can't remember like what I was going to do exactly for my colors, but Oh, one other thing. It is scrolling across the bottom, but as we get to crafting, we do get kind of distracted and focused in on what I'm doing. So make sure to, if you have a question for us, that you type question in all caps in front of your message. And that way, when I do look over, those are going to be super simple for us to see and then answer when we do have time.
I did see that Marsha said that she was confused. It says $2.99 to join in every month. I think that she must be looking at your channel membership.
Okay, so first of all, Marsha, you must be on an iPad or an iPhone. It should only be $1.99 if you want to become a channel member, but that is nothing you have to do. But definitely don't become a member if it says $2.99 is the lowest tier, because Apple is charging you money that does not go to me or to YouTube. Oh, I see Yvette's here. Good morning, Yvette.
Oh, I don't know if I can move my camera down without messing it up. I'm going to try. And I see I'm getting a shadow. I apologize. I haven't colored on camera for quite a while because I've always, if you've watched any of my videos, you know that I don't worry about shadows or anything because it stresses me out. So I just color to color. And I was taught to go like your light Copics to your dark ones. Well, the end of last year, I noticed that every colorist out there that I really like goes from dark to light. So I've been training myself that way. So I haven't been on camera until I felt confident. So you guys are the first ones to see me do this. So we'll see.
You got this. You and I you and I today will it'll be fun.
Yeah.
Sitting here coloring this like I've never opened a marker before.
That's kind of how I feel. And I open markers almost every single day.
Make sure to give us some encouragement. If you haven't yet already, give us your stamp of approval. Give this video a like, share it with a crafty friend who might like to join us, and maybe help cheer us on. I seriously feel like I don't know what I'm doing here. But yeah.
I feel really out of my element and I don't know why. So, oh, I don't remember. I was just going to say something and then it just left my brain. Sorry, it'll come back.
I get that all the time. So is there anything else that you can tell us about your challenge, like why you wanted to do it, or?
Well, I say it every single year that I'm going to spend less and use my stash. But I find that I still buy, and I haven't used my stash. And I think it's because I didn't narrow it down. Because if you say use your stash, well, that's my whole room and that's overwhelming. So then I just said, forget it. So I thought this year, maybe if I had some things to focus on each month, it would help. And I have to say, it really has, so far this month, I selfishly chose Gnomes so that I could use my Jaded Blossom dies because they're quite an investment and they were just sitting there. And I have used them and had so much fun. We won't talk about the orders that I've made. Well, no, yeah. The spend less thing's not really happening, but I am using my stash, so I'm happy about that. So that's kind of where I started it.
I love it. Now, if somebody does want to just play along, and again, this is just for fun, what do they do when they get in the group to play along?
So I do have an album and I plan on having one for each month that you can put your creations in there just so that we can all see what you're doing. And I don't know, to me, it's motivating to see what others are doing with the prompts and themes. Because I saw someone today, I think it was Heather, use some not too shabby paper that I have in my stash that I haven't seen for a while. And I was like, oh, I should pull that out. So I don't know, it's just kind of fun. But there is an album, or you can just post it to the discussion feed, like the wall or whatever. It's just for encouragement. I'm not doing a prize, but in my group, I do giveaways. I try to do them at least once a month or twice a month. So, and Trisha, I see that you say I could choose a company every month, and I thought about that, but then I was like, I wanted it to be kind of for everyone, and everyone's stash is different. So I might do that as a personal challenge to myself, pick up a company and then use it each month or something like that. Good idea.
Well, I had fun like looking in my stash, you know, because at first, I was only going to do gnomes. And I'm like, well, wait, they need some grass. And so then I got out the border die. And then I'm like, okay, instead of making my own background, I'll use some pattern paper. So I only planned on using one thing from my stash, but I ended up using 3. So look at what you inspired me to do.
Well, and like with the embossing folders, I mean, I have them and I really like them, but I always forget about them. And earlier in the month, I did a worked with some not too shabby goodies. And I pulled out, I think it was like 10 or 12. And I had so much fun just pulling them out and mixed them up and stuff. So I don't know, it's been fun to just focus on certain things.
Yeah. I agree. In the chat, let us know if you've been using your stash, what you've made so far this year. While I keep trying to color these things.
I did want to say, you also don't have to use my prompts. You can put any pictures of, like, if you used like up an old kid or something and you want to share it, you can feel free to share it. It's all about using the stash. You don't have to use my prompts. They're just there to kind of help me.
Now, if they forget what the prompts are, because I'll be honest, I had to go look for myself about 5 times. Is there an easy place in your group to find out what the latest prompts are?
In the featured, I have it pinned to the featured section.
Okay.
I know them by heart, but I did I did pick the ones for February, so I'm trying not to confuse them.
Okay. Could we get like, well, or it might confuse them, say, could we get like a sneak peek of maybe what one prompt is for February?
Oh, I was planning on telling everyone if they wanted it. I don't know if they want to know or not, though.
Okay, if you want to know what the February prompts are, type in February in all caps over there in that chat. And then you guys will be one step ahead. Oh, okay. We'll give it. It looks like Barbara wants to know, but we'll give it, see who else wants to know.
They're all flowing in. And Susan, hearts were already chosen for January because I thought people might be crafting ahead for Valentine's. So I already chose hearts. I don't know if I forgot to say those, but yeah. All right, I see quite a few over there. So for February, again, this is for February, but you can use it whenever. The prompts are going to be stencils, and then coffee, tea, or like drinks. I'm doing that selfishly because I'm preparing for a craft fair and all my coffee stuff sells out quick. And then this one, tags, but I want to focus on adding them to cards because I make the tags in November, but then I don't ever add them to cards. And then postage or collage dies because I've bought quite a few and they're just sitting there. And then stripes or strips, like you could do, I have some strip dies or like the Love Lizzie peel-offs, things like that. So those are what I chose for February.
Nice. I also have so many of those postage, like stencils and stamp sets, and I have not touched a single one. So I hope in February I can do that.
Yeah.
Gosh, I always have to make sure I get the lids back on these markers correctly, because when you color with them, you're supposed to leave the lids off.
Oh, the Olos.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm trying to stay in the lines here. I don't worry about shadows either, but I do try to stay in the lines.
Yeah. I see Margaret said that she needs help making masculine cards for birthday. So maybe in March, because that's also my husband's birthday month, maybe we'll do like masculine themes or something. I don't know. I'm still thinking about things.
I have a hard time with that too.
I do too. I did make earlier in the month some Jaded Blossom gnomes that were fishing, and that was kind of fun. But that's about the easiest masculine thing I think I've ever done.
I usually end up going with just like, you know, cardstock strips and what I think are traditionally masculine colors. You know, like I try not to have images or anything, just do like different colors because
Yep.
I have a lot of stuff in my stash either. Look, Danny, I'm getting along. Look at that. I have some coloring done.
Woo! I almost chose those gnomes. They're
Oh,
so
really?
cute. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, Margaret, you asked if I will have if I'll post the February list. On February 1st, I'll have a video out and I will post it in my group. So I just was giving you guys a little preview, I guess. Yay, Paula. Sorry to enable you, but CC Designs has some really cute stuff.
Nice. Now, Danny, the links that you sent me for that, are those affiliate links down there that
Yes,
you
they
sent
are.
me for your stuff? Okay. So
yeah,
if you're new to that, so when you watch your favorite creators and you might be inspired to make a purchase, a lot of times they have affiliate links. And those, like Danny's, if you use her link, it doesn't cost you anything extra, but those links let CC Designs know that she sent you and she gets a little portion of the sale. So whenever you can, if you're inspired by an artist online, try to use those affiliate links because you know what? Then Danny can go buy more crafty goodies.
like Danny needs to do that, but
that's not at issue here.
Well, just admit it. Danny likes to shop. I do. But I have been doing really well, at least this month, of using stuff too. So I'm okay with it.
Well, I have been over the weekend, and I know I sent Danny some pictures. I've been offering her some of the stuff I'm giving away, but we have been I've been trying to reorganize my craft room, and I've done a lot of purging, and it's almost like finding new product or getting new product because it's like I completely forgot that I own that. So that has been fun. And it's a good thing too that we're only doing overhead because my room, I am not camera ready and neither is my room because it is just torn apart.
But sometimes I think it's good to do that, kind of see what you got, what you're not using. Although we know Danny doesn't get rid of anything, but you know.
I did not get out enough colors, so.
Okay, my little girl is done.
Oh my gosh, that was so fast. I didn't even get to watch you because I'm so focused trying to color.
It's so little, it goes fast. It's just so little, so. All right. Oh, and I know that Crafty and Al and I were talking while we were getting ready. I think that we win of the ones that we saw for the cold temperatures. I know when my husband left for work this morning, it was -1 that felt like negative, I don't know, 15 to -20. So we're a little chilly here.
Yeah, I did check right before we went live, and I think it said it was 3 degrees, feels like -15 or something. It's the wind chill and the humidity is what gets you.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to step over to my die cutter so my area will look blank. I'll be right back.
Well, I will make mine a little bit bigger then so you can see my attempt at coloring here. I am doing kind of all the images at once because I'm trying to figure out what colors I want to go where. So I'm just hopping around like my little gnome bunny and coloring in different areas.
Okay.
And
then I want to stamp my sentiment and die cut it out. So let me get that.
I think this mushroom might be the hardest for me. I don't know what color I'm going to do that.
I need to grab a different piece of paper. I will be right back.
All righty. I'll try to keep everyone entertained. I don't know how well I'm going to do at it, though.
I'm sure it'll be fine. And I did see my... Go ahead.
I was just going to ask people in the chat what their favorite color mediums were, or you like me and you're really not a favorite, but you just do it sometimes. Let us know. What were you going to say, Danny?
I heard my cat jump down, so she could come in. Just be known, she was being quite the brat earlier and like moving my camera and all kinds of stuff. So I'll apologize now if she comes in.
It's always Alyssa.
It is always Alyssa. So let's see here. So I don't know if you can see it because there's a glare probably. I started doing this on sentiment sets that there's dies. I always have the hardest time lining up the stamp and the die. So I started die cutting it out first and then putting it in my MISTI. And then the stamp will fit right in there. And then I pick it up with the door and put the die cut piece in and it stamps it perfectly almost every time.
Nice.
I know it's not my original idea, but someone shared it and I tried it and I liked it, so I went with it.
Very cool. I'll have to try that. This mushroom might get black dots if I mess up. Those little circles are going to be hard to color around. Okay, what do we got for coloring? Oh, Helga's here. Welcome, Helga.
Hello, hello.
And yes, it is a surprise I'm coloring images. You are correct. Oh, Laura likes Olos.
And there we go. So it's up just a little bit, but it's way better than when I tried to do it by myself.
Love it. Chris says she likes her Spectrum alcohol markers and Distress watercolor pencils. You know, over the weekend, I'm clearing out my room and I have my Spectrum Noir tri-blends and I'm trying to decide if I'm going to get rid of them since I have my Olos, but man, I loved those. Paula has gotten some Ohuhus. Awesome. Hello, Jonielle. And while I'm thinking about it, big shout out to all my channel members in the chat. Their names are highlighted in a color and they have those little icons next to them. Thank you so much for your support.
I also have some Ohuhu markers and I don't mind them, but I'm finding their coloring system, like the numbering is really wonky for me. And there's different numbers for different sets of markers because I bought a 320 set, but my marker numbers are different than like, because like Sandy Alnock puts out like this hexagon color chart and I bought it. None of my numbers are on it. None of my numbers are on it. So so they have different numbering for different sets, which I think is really crazy.
Yeah, you know, I bought a set with my daughter and that numbering system is why I did not even start using them. I just let her keep them. Because, yeah, I need to know, you know, like with Olos and with Copics, they have a number system that makes sense to me. So,
yes. All right, I think I'm going to use that. And I think we will emboss that. Might need that. And I think I used this old Stampin' Up paper. Maybe.
If you're here in the live chat and you're not yet a member of Danny's Facebook group, Nightbot did just put a link there. So you could sneak away for a minute, answer the questions, agree to the group rules so you're all ready to put in your inspired, your stash creations.
And I'll approve everything after we're done here. Choices.
Should I make my bunny ears the same color as her hair, Danny, or should I make them like gray? I mean, what do you do with that in that case?
I've never really thought about it. I just color. Probably would do gray.
Okay. I got gray out because that was my thought. So. But then I'm like, oh, right. Would their ears be the same color as their hair? Not that bunnies or gnomes or not that these are even real.
They could be. They could be. Okay, they're not, but still. All right, find some cardstock here.
This grip mat has worked very nicely for coloring these images. So.
That's good.
Since I got everything ready, I cut these out with my Scan and Cut over the weekend since I didn't have dies and I didn't want to have to hold them with my fingers.
All right.
I think I'm calling it good. I think I'm stopping here. So here look, Danny, I colored.
Those are so cute. I love the colors.
Thanks. Oh, so I guess I'll explain what I got ready. So these are the pattern papers that I'm using for my 12 by 12 pad. And for the sky, I didn't want to have to make my own, so I just used that blue paper, and it has those silver specks. And then that die I used that Teresa sent me, I cut out 3 different layers of grass that I'm going to try to space out on there. Oh, I see Karen's here. Welcome, Karen.
Hello.
We are making stuff with our stash, Karen, from Danny's group. Her prompts this month.
And I didn't know if I was going to use this. I'm using the Newton's Nook Frames and Flags die set to make like my layers here. It is not an affiliate link, but their shop is lots of fun. Lots and lots of fun.
Oh no, oh my goodness, I about put that blue on there and I need to put my grass on first. Welcome, welcome. It looks like we have a lot of people popping in just now. Welcome.
Hello, hello.
Oh, and I don't think we've said yet, but at the end of the video, we are going to be giving away the cards that we're making. So you'll want to make sure to stick around. And to get more people on here, don't forget to give the video your stamp of approval. Click that thumbs up. We're doing pretty good. We have 67 people on here and 57 likes. So that's pretty close. But if we could get to 60, that'd be even better.
All right, so I got that done. Now what do I want to do? What do I want to do? I think. And I'm also using the Heart Frames dies from Newton's Nook.
Oh, I did forget. If anybody is on TikTok and you follow me, I like I mentioned before, I'm doing some reorganization. And yesterday I reorganized my re-inker drawer and I took some videos and I challenged my daughter to make a TikTok for me. And I told her if she got to 1,000 views in 24 hours, I would take her out for a sweet treat. So if you're on TikTok, if you'll give it a view and a thumbs up. It is also on YouTube and Instagram, but.
So TikTok's back then? I've never downloaded the app, so.
It was gone for like maybe 12 hours, Danny.
Okay. I've never downloaded it, never seen it or anything. I didn't know, so.
I don't post on there a whole lot, but she likes to do that. And yeah, I'm like, and she actually like, they're getting more views on YouTube and Instagram because I have more, followers on there. But she will make these YouTube shorts, and she has one that has like 60,000 views. I'm like, how do you do that? Mine get like 100.
But her drawings are pretty amazing, so.
Oh, yeah. She does do a good job. But it's like she knows how to put those videos together, She's like, well, I know what I like to watch, so that's what I try to create. I'm like, okay.
All right, I'm channeling my crafty owl, and I'm getting out some vellum.
Oh, yes. You know what? I might get out some vellum too to put behind my bunny.
And I've never done an embossing folder with vellum, but I'm also going to try maybe using my embossing folder on it. So.
Wow.
Look at me go.
Yes.
Feeling adventurous, starting off the week adventurous here.
Paula has a question. Thank you for putting the question in front of there. Paula says, what ink do any of you use with your Ohuhu markers? Danny, what ink do you use for alcohol markers?
I've stuck with my Memento Tuxedo Black. I've been coloring for, 14, 15 years, maybe longer. I've tried lots of others, but they all just smear on me. Even when I heat set them, I'm just not talented enough, I guess, to use those, but that's what I use.
Yeah, that's normally what I do too. But for this, I stamp with VersaFine and then I heat embossed it because that also gives me kind of a well to color in. But Memento would definitely be my go-to as well if I didn't heat emboss. My glue press is giving me fits today, guys. You know how I loved it all Advent.
I wonder because the temperature dropped, maybe your basement isn't quite as warm.
It is a little chillier down here, Danny. And especially when it's -20 out with the wind chill.
All right, so let's see here. I die cut the vellum out of a heart, and then I have a hearts embossing folder. So let's see what it looks like here.
That's adorable.
The hearts on the embossing kind of got smushed a little, but it still looks really neat. And then that can go there, and my little gnome girl can sit right there.
I'm just trying to glue here. I got out my other bottle and it's plugged up too.
Oops. Can you still hear me? I accidentally went to scratch my ear and my earbag fell out.
I can hear you, yes.
Okay.
Hopefully our friends watching can too.
I forgot that they were there.
I do that too. And like sometimes if you touch these earbuds, it shuts them off, like if you touch them the wrong way.
Yes. All right, now I need to figure out what I'm going to do on the inside. Oh, good. I'm seeing people say that they can hear me. Didn't mess up. Yay. Go me. Ooh, that's a really big grass border. I like that.
Yes, it is some wild grass. And I put the adhesive on the back of this absentmindedly already, and now I cannot get my grass to stay in place. Maybe I'll do this. I'm going to let that sit for a minute. So Polly says art glitter glue does not do well in freezing. I did know that, yeah, they won't ship it. I guess in this bottle is still Nuvo. Here I have my Barely Arts from Karen. Danny, a lot of people are loving that vellum heart.
That's the first time I've done it, so I'm kind of loving it myself.
Yay.
All right. Let me think this through. So I got gnomes. I got 12 by 12 paper. I have hearts. I have an embossing folder. I just need my border punch. So I'm going to see if I can work that in as well.
I thought I was doing good with three of the 5 prompts.
Well, I was trying to think. I don't know that I've actually used all of them, so I kind of wanted to try it this time around. And
love it.
And I pulled up this really old one. I think it was the Stewart one. It's for my border punch. We'll see how that works.
I think I have that same border punch. I used to buy every single border punch available.
Yep, I have quite a few of them that sit there not being used. So, and I have a lot of the dies too that I don't use very often. So. Okay. I'm going to dump all these little itty bitty bits. Okay. Karen, thank you on the paper choices. I just kind of pulled from my stash. Beth did let me know that she was going to be doing something similar. So I'm excited to see what she does with crafting with your stash.
It seems like, I don't know, it seems like at the beginning of every year, the stash thing is like everybody gets off to a strong start with that. It's, focusing on that.
Yes. Kind of like the weight loss. You start off strong and then sometimes you can make it last and then other times not so much.
Or organization. We'll see how long that I keep getting my room put in order.
Okay.
Thank you guys for your kind words. Make sure to stick around because you might win one of them. Ava says every time she reorganizes, she forgets where she puts stuff. Yep, I hear that.
I think that's pretty common. Even when I'm not organizing, I sometimes forget where I put stuff. So.
Well, yeah, I told Danny I kept finding stuff, so, or maybe I told everybody that. I can't remember because I forgot where I had put things that I had bought.
Okay. The border kind of blends in, but I'm going to go for it. I'm going to get this ready.
I think that looks good. Okay, so people who use waffle flour grit mats, I guess my alcohol marker bled through. Is there a way to clean these? Danny, do you have one? Do you know?
I have one, but I've only used it for stenciling, and I found when I cleaned it that then it didn't stick as well, so I don't know.
Oh, okay. Let me know. Oh, I see Karen has a question. Did Presley get her sweet treat reward? So I told her 1,000 on TikTok, but since my YouTube and Instagram do a little better, I said 1,000 on TikTok or 2,500 combined views within 24 hours. And she did hit that. But we're still trying to get some more views on TikTok. Karen says mild soap will do, let it air dry. So I probably should not get out my Dawn Power Wash. I love that stuff, but wow, is it strong. Trina said she uses stamp cleaner. I do have some of that. Maybe I'll just let it stay stained. I guess if it doesn't come up, it's not going to hurt anything. Oh, Trudy, that's a good point. They say clean them as your stamps. Yes, because it is like a big stamp. All right. That makes sense now. That makes sense.
Okay, I think I'm ready to put mine together. Woohoo!
I'm almost done. I need a sentiment, so I'll try to do that quickly. We're making some good time here, Danny.
Well, it wasn't a very big image for me to color, so that went together easy. We're both so quiet, we're concentrating.
I know. I got it. Now that I'm putting down, the final touches, I got to make sure I get it just right.
Yeah. And this paper does have like some glittery type stuff on it, so I am using the ATG and liquid glue. Although I find I do that often because sometimes I think when the ATG, when it gets like really dry weather, it kind of comes up. So I've been like reinforcing it a lot lately with the liquid glue.
Good idea. It doesn't hurt to be safe.
Yeah.
I can't believe I've built a scene here, Danny.
I'm so proud of you.
This is not Alicia's usual.
It's so cute.
Not only have you inspired me to use my stash, there I am coloring more than one simple image.
Woohoo! Always good to try different things. And very brave to do it on camera.
Right? I already told you I get nervous every time I go live. And what am I thinking? So I'm going to use the same stamp set. I'm going to do this Hoppy Spring over here. Because even though winter has been pretty mild, right? Like this is really the worst we've had so far. I'm already ready for it to be over.
Oh, and you know, I like cold and I like winter. So I keep waiting for some snow. We haven't had any snow.
No, hardly any. But
like
please,
I haven't had to shovel or anything. Sure it is. Sure it is. Come on, bring it up. Bring it up.
Justine says we are both very inspiring. She's excited to get into her stash. Awesome.
Oh. Just thinking, I think this designer series paper from Stamping Up might be some of the first I ever purchased from Stamping Up way back in the days. So it is so old.
But look, it still works, right?
It still works.
Old products still work.
Yep.
And I'm trying to clean up as I go with Danni, like Danni does, right after. Danni, Ava, could you repeat the 5 prompts for this month?
Sure. There's Gnomes, 12 by 12 paper, embossing folders, hearts, and my mind just went, I have everything on my table. Let me think here. Oh my goodness. Now I have punches. Yeah, border die. I'm sitting staring right at it. Border dies or punches. Yeah. Thank you.
Yay, look, I came in for the I was paying attention.
And I just put glue on the middle of that vellum heart because I know that my little gnome girl will sit there. So I'm going to pop her up a little bit. All right, there she is. Then I just need to get my sentiment on there. I think I'm going to pop it up as well.
Super cute.
Have these strips I bought that I haven't used very much, so we'll use them. I did tease Alicia this last week. We kind of did a use your stash for our meals. We did use stuff from like the pantry and the freezer. I guess I'm totally into the use your stash this year. Food and crafting supplies.
We did that at the end of last year. We had so much in our freezer that we got and never used. So I enjoyed that. I hear you on that one. We had some weird meals too. And I'm redoing my sentiment because I put a little, I put an angle on it, but I think I want to have it flat on this side and angled the other way. So.
And I'm done. So I will just wait.
All right, I am almost done. I'm getting there, and then we'll do some close-ups of our card once I have this ready. Yay! Don't forget, if you are here, give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the live.
I was going to add some enamel dots, but with that glitter and that paper, I don't think it really needs anything else. So we're just going to leave it like it is.
All right. Let me get my sentiment done real quickly, and then we are good to go. How long? Oh, look at that, Danny. Not even an hour. You must inspire me to craft quickly, too.
Thank you for the compliments over there. I appreciate it. Oh no, Susan, I hope that the ink mishap wasn't too bad. If it makes you feel any better, I now have to keep my lid on my ink pads on my desk because my cat has done it twice where she has stepped onto my ink pad and then walked across my white craft desk. So I totally get you the ink mishaps. And Sandra, I will show my card and the inside, everything when Alicia's done and we can do like more of a close-up. I will show it.
Yep. I'll make our photos bigger, but I don't want to get distracted now and have her do that because I want to get my card done so we can give them away.
Yes.
Mine is not yet on a card base, but it will be when I send it out. But I won't make anybody watch me do that. So, Danny, what do you have coming up that you could tell us about while I finish up?
Well, let's see. I still need to go around and watch the Oh So Inspired videos today. And I have to say, it was very, very weird to choose one of my cards to like be inspired by, but I did it. And then I just have kind of like the normal things, sheet load, design teamwork for like Scrappy Boy and CC Designs. Nothing too really out there. I am doing a collab next week with Fresh and Renewed with Teresa, so that'll be fun.
Awesome.
But otherwise, not really anything special. I am getting things ready for the craft fair. It's March 15th, so
that'll be here before you know it.
Yep, and our virtual stamp joy is the weekend before, so I'm looking forward to that.
I was just going to ask you. I couldn't remember what date it was, but yes, yay! That'll be so much fun. Okay, Danny, I am going to make your screen bigger if you would like to show us your card.
Okie dokie. So there is the front, and I do have the gnome, the hearts, the embossing folder, the 12 by 12, and the border die. I think this is the first card this month that I've made that has all of it. And it says, there is no better friend than you. And then on the inside, because I do try to decorate, even if it's just to put a piece of white cardstock, because I almost always use a colored card base. And then I just use some of that pattern paper in there. So that is my card.
That is beautiful. I love it. I love the scallops too on those, on like the pattern paper on the front and then on the inside. So cute. I love it. And now I'm going to have to emboss some vellum here soon too. All right. So it's not on a card base yet, but it will be. So I used Gnomes, 12 by 12 pattern paper, and border dies or punches. So I didn't quite make it to all 5. Well, you know what? Sorry. There's a heart right there. I have 4. What was the last one?
God, I know the embossing folder. So, but you did good.
No embossing, but yeah. So, yeah, I colored, which I don't normally do, and I made a little scene with the Not Too Shabby set, and I am ready for spring. So, oh, that was so fun, Danny. Thank you so much.
I love that. It's so cute. Can I win it? No, just kidding.
And this will be a one of a kind. I will not, like with my my Advent all year long, I'm making 2 of everything. So let's see. I was going to say something. Oh, Danni, do you think we'll be back next month to craft with February's prompt? Did you have enough fun that you want to do it again?
Sure. Yeah. And I
All
might be a little
right.
bit more prepared.
Well, look, I was so prepared and you still finished before me. So, all right, I'm going to get the giveaway tool ready for, we'll do Danni's card first. So, you can be, Danni, are you okay with international winner?
Yep, that's fine.
Okay. All right. So you can be anywhere in the world. We do ask that you're subscribed to both of our channels if you are going to enter this. You need to be at least 18 years old. And after I announce the winners, I'm going to tell you how you're going to claim it. And you're going to have to fill out a form for me. So if you can't follow through with filling out the form, please don't enter to win, because we definitely want to get these cards out there. So if you would like to win Danni's card, one time over in the chat box, type hashtag Danni, hashtag DANNI. You'll want it to look exactly like it does on screen. No spaces, and you need the hashtag. Now, if you happen to look up and you notice, oh no, I left out one of the ends or I put in a space, go ahead and retype it once, but there is no reason to spam the chat with that hashtag, because it will only give each username one entry into the giveaway. So you have about another minute and a half to get that done. While you're putting those in there, don't forget, if you haven't yet already, give the video your stamp of approval, give it a thumbs up. And I'll tell you, just remind you, so don't forget about my, where'd they go? Oh, here. Don't forget to check out, Danni did mention it, that she has to go watch the Oh So Inspired videos. I do too. But don't forget to check out my Saturday video, which Helga inspired. And then how I made these two cards inspired by Danni for today's hop. So I'm excited to go watch those when we're done here.
And there went an Alyssa, if anyone was paying attention.
Oh, I missed it. I missed it. Yeah, to be safe, make sure that you just type it exactly like it is on screen. I wouldn't capitalize anything. I think even if you would put a capital D for Danni, it gets your entry, but let's be better safe than sorry. You got about 19 seconds. And if you are the winner, you'll want to make sure you know what it shows as your username on screen, because you will need that for the giveaway form, which I have verified should be turned on for you. But I'll tell you where that's at here in just a minute. All right, it is time to pick a winner. Good luck, everyone. Oh, Helga. Congratulations, Helga. All right.
Yay.
Yay. I will get it ready for my giveaway. And Helga, you won't be able to enter to win mine, because we do ask that you only win one card, one of the two cards today. So if you would like to win my card, type in hashtag CraftyAl in the chat. Again, just one time. Make sure it looks exactly like it does on screen. Hashtag CRAFTYAL.
I'm typing secretly, and no, I'm not.
We are only 4 likes away from 80. Are there 4 of you on here who haven't yet given the video a thumbs up? Because what that does is it helps get us to other crafty viewers who might like to either come and join us, a little late now, but who might like to watch the replay. So if you haven't yet, please give a video your thumbs up. I still need to get some waiting music ready for when we, I can't play it out loud.
I would sing, but nobody wants to hear that.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah, definitely you don't want me singing. Although I love to sing. It's my favorite. I I don't even care that I love to sing. I love music. All right, we got about 25 more seconds. As we're kind of winding down now, if you do have any final questions, make sure to get those in. Don't forget to put that capital question in front of it so that we can take note of it to answer it. But we will have a little bit of time before we say goodbyes to answer any that you might have. But don't forget, I will be telling you how to claim your card if you win. All right. Time is up for entering mine. Let's see who is going to be receiving my Hoppy Spring card. Good luck, everyone. Congratulations, Lisa. Yay. Don't forget, you'll want to know what it says on the screen as your username. So to Lisa and Helga, at the bottom of the description box below is a link to a Google form, and you will want to fill that out, and you'll have 24 hours. So make sure, if I were you, I would just go do it right after we're done here, and then I will get Helga's address to Danni, and Lisa's address will be for mine. Hopefully I'll get mine sent out within the next couple weeks. I need to get caught up on some mail, but make sure to fill that out. And I think that's it. We did have a question, so let me go see what that said. And yes, I like how you're all congratulating everybody. Love it, love it. Barbara Hampton says she used her Lisa Horton metallic inks on a stamp for the first time. Anything special about cleaning the stamp? Barbara, I have not stamped with mine yet. I would start by trying regular stamp cleaner. Does anybody in the chat, have you stamped with yours yet?
And I didn't buy it, so I can't help. I know one thing I did not buy. I want to make note of this. I did not buy this.
Not yet.
That's true. Never say never.
All right. Oh, here. Ava said, cleaned up like a dream, just a wet chamois. So you can always try with the, just like the wet cloth. And then if you have to move on to something like a stamp cleaner. All right. Any final words, Danni? Anything before we go?
No, I'm just so excited that there's been so many people that have given such positive feedback to the Use Your Stash, and I hope that continues so we can all work through and use what we've got, all these crafty things. So
I agree. I'm excited. I'm excited to dig into that stuff that I've been keeping a hold of for, that just in case. Like I can't get rid of a stamp set because I might need it. So now I might actually use it. And good news, thank you to everyone in the chat. We got to 81 thumbs up. So thank you so much for being here. We're so glad that you enjoyed today's stream. Don't forget to check out our channels and make sure to subscribe to Danni if you're not already, and hop along on that Oh So Inspired hop to see how she inspired everybody this month. And until the next video, next live, you guys, hope you're all having a crafty day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.